Hi guys, it's Sophie. So I'm going to do another wandering around vlog again today. I'm just down by the waterfront in Bristol, which is nice. I am going to have a bit of a walk, I think, and then I'm going to go into Foyles today because it should be open. And then I'm going to go up Park Street, which is like kind of near around where the university is, and I'm going to have a sit, I think, just in a cafe up there. There's one called Boston Tea Party that used to be my favourite when I lived in the city, and it's a place I miss. So I think I'm going to go back and spend some time in there, probably finish off The Way of the Strangers, and I have the Argonauts with me, which I showed you yesterday, along with, what was the last one, Compass by Matthew Senyard. I'm thinking I might try and buy a graphic novel as well, because I realise I haven't read any graphic novels at all this year, so that's probably what I'm going to try and get my hands on, but I'm not really sure what yet. There's a couple of things that do look appealing, so we shall see how we get on. Talk soon. I think this is one of my favourite parts of the city. It's just like along the waterfront. All the houses are pretty, like little coloured ones up on the hills around the corner. You see them? There you go. Yeah, it's a really chill place. Like if you come down, these are just some really nice little bars and stuff, and little like eatery places. Just avoiding children, sorry. Yeah, so it's just nice. Like I always have a bit of a wander around here whenever I'm here. Yeah, I'm just gonna have a really chill day. I don't know what I'm gonna film. I feel like I might just ramble at you, but hopefully that's enjoyable, at least somewhat. So I'm just walking back into town now. It's kind of getting colder. Like I just took my coat off and I was like, I'm never gonna need this, but maybe I regret that. I really hope it doesn't rain. Yes, I'm gonna go up into town. I don't really need to go in, to be honest, and I kind of don't want to go in, but I have 20% off a Foyles book, and it feels like a waste not to use it. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go buy a graphic novel, but I'm really trying to go up to like Clifton and stuff. That's where I'm aiming today. So I might show you, might either show you, well, I'm going to go to one of two parks. I'll show you the one of them is actually where I went to uni, so I spent a lot of time there, but yeah, we'll see. So I'm just literally going to walk down to Foyles and then turn around, walk all the way back. It's a little bit of a small Foyles, so I don't know if I'll film in there, but I'll have a go. Talk soon. Hey guys, so I am just about to walk up the street, which is where I used to go to university, and there's actually just a piece of T.S. Eliot poetry that someone's written opposite. There's some people who are taking pictures now, but I'm going to wait, and then when they're finished I will show you quickly. Yeah, I hope you could hear me in the cafe. It's really loud, so I couldn't really tell, but I'm just burning more time before my parents finishing the film that they're watching. And yeah, I just thought I'd go for a walk around and show you guys a little bit. Just listen to some music and just kind of chilling out. It's quite nice. Yeah, action set. Yeah, I mean, if this isn't your favourite, I don't know what's wrong with you. So I spent a lot of time up here when I was at uni. The building that's in front of us, let me see, that one, kind of towery one, that's physics, so yeah. That was kind of my life for 2 and a bit years. So yeah, I'm gonna have a look in a sec because we're gonna go around the gardens, because the physics department has its own gardens because it's lush. Yeah, it's really pretty up here and I kind of miss it a little bit, I can't lie. But yeah, I'll show you the gardens in a sec. So this is the Royal Gardens, if you can focus, and that's where I went to uni, that big building just up there. Yeah, it's been a long time now. It feels like it's been a long time. It's quite pretty. We're just gonna have a bit of a walk, I think. I'll see if you can see the radio telescope. But yeah. Yeah, there we go. That's my university. It's very pretty. Like when it's the summer, we used to all like rush out of the lecture theatres and just come and sit up here. There you are. It's all physics, so but really lucky. It's one of the like biggest physics departments. It was the biggest department in the university physically, like lectures wise and stuff. So Just amazing. It's such a gorgeous building. I remember when I came here for the first time, I like just completely fell in love, and I knew like if I didn't do Oxford, Cambridge, like I wanted to do here. And then in front of us is where they do like maths and physicsy stuff. So we did cross the road to go into there and do some stuff. That's also where all the like admin side of stuff happens, and then more gardens down here. So see you in a sec. So since I'm here and I have some time, and you guys have asked a fair few times before, I'm going to tell you why I didn't finish my degree quickly. Because you've asked a lot, and it's not something I feel like terribly comfortable talking about, but like I'm literally sitting here looking at where I studied. Basically, I wasn't very well at all when I left to go to university, and I wasn't really in much of a fit state to go to university. But I didn't really know that at the time, and I didn't really know how ill I was, I guess, and what my other choices were. And I couldn't think about mental health being something that stopped me from doing what I wanted to do, and I didn't see that sometimes you have to take time to be better before you can do the things you want to do. So I went on and just did, and I loved my time here. I did. The physics I loved, and the buildings and the people were gorgeous. But I wasn't well enough, and I really struggled through a lot of my studies, and the university gave me some support, like from the disabled students sort of organisation, and tried to support me through what was happening, which was essentially I was having really strong PTSD symptoms, and couldn't do anything. I couldn't like leave my house or study properly, and eventually it got to the point where I had to be asked to leave, so I had to go and meet with my tutor and then meet with the dean, and was asked to leave the university because they felt that me continuing to study was detrimental to my health. And that was a hard thing to hear, especially for someone like me. Like you guys, if you've watched my videos for a while, you'll know that a lot of what I am is learning things and knowing things, and that was the time when I knew that I couldn't do that anymore. I couldn't do this part of it anymore because I was too ill, and that was really hard. And I don't talk about university stuff that often because it's hard, and because it was hard, and because it still doesn't feel like it's done somehow. Now they did say at the time like I could have come back, but it's not something I think that's ever going to be in my life again. So yeah, that's kind of like a summary on a postcard of what that was and why that was. But yeah, I'll chat about it maybe a little bit more in another vlog, but we'll see. It's just going to depend on sort of how I get on with it, and try not to film that lady. Yeah, it's going to depend on how I feel about talking about it. If you have any questions, you can always ask, and I'll try and be honest about them, about what happened and why I'm now like well and okay, because I try and think about it in a positive sense. But yeah, that's why I couldn't finish. So I studied astrophysics for 2 years, and then had to go and find a real job and try and get better. So yeah, that's a little bit about me that you probably didn't know before. Don't talk about all that much with all that many people, but clearly decided to share with like 5,000 people now. Yeah, talk soon. So I'm going to walk back down into town now. My mum is watching a film, the same place we saw the film yesterday, and I'm going to go and meet her down there in a bit. Yeah, so I'm just going to go back down to town, and then I think I'm going to sit and read down the end. I'm going to go past the medical school. That's the easiest way to go. I'll show you down here if you want. I used to study in all these lecture halls as well. Pretty sure you can get through down here. You'll soon see. But yeah, had a really nice day. Had a really lovely day. Yeah, it's been really chill. I'll show you where I'm going now. Yeah, so down here is chemistry and medicine. I had lectures in both of those, and I used to go to a few medical lectures after hours as well, just because I find medicine quite interesting, and you could pretty much walk into any lecture you wanted at university. I don't know if you guys ever did the same, but I went to a few of the evening medical lectures and a few religion and politics. I used to find those quite interesting. Yeah, so medical library. It's a really nice little centre. Chemistry is just over there. But yeah, I don't know, I feel like I'm just taking you on a tour. It's super quiet up here today because it's Easter, so the university's pretty empty. It's really nice. Yeah, so that is the Wills Memorial Building. They're thinking of renaming it apparently, because a lot of stuff in Bristol is like slave trade stuff, like Colston Hall and stuff. It's all kind of got this like dark undertone to it. So if people are thinking it might be worth renaming the buildings themselves. I'm actually not for that. Whilst I appreciate that obviously we don't want to be celebrating stuff that slave owners have done, I feel like it erases the history somewhat. And I feel it'd be better to try and educate people somehow about why the buildings are called that and why there are efforts to change it without actually changing them. But that's kind of just my opinion on the whole thing. Yeah, so this is where I took exams in this massive building. It's fairly nice. It's very chilled out here, like it's really empty. Really empty. So I'm home now and I just thought I'd say goodbye. I'm going to unpack all my stuff in Bristol now and then probably read and watch movies or TV or something for the evening, and then I'm going to set myself up with all the stuff that I want to try and do in this week off. So lots of decorating, lots of ringing men to come and do things at my house for me. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to try and edit this and get this up tonight if I can. But yeah, I'll talk to you in another vlog at some stage soon. Bye bye guys.